On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Jeez! Oh dang, never mind. Yeah, today we're gonna be taking a look at some scary stories. Yeah, man, I know it's not like Christmassy, but like, we like the scary stories. Before we jump in, please go ahead and smack that like button. And yeah, comment down below something scary. It could be spiders or haunted houses or your report card, let me know. Let's go!
This is the story about the blind woman who could see ghosts. So this girl who was blind at birth lived with her father on a single ranch house. What? So because she was blind at birth, she had spatial awareness. Pretty much she knew how far apart everything was based on what she touched. One day in the living room, the blind woman was talking to a ghost named Ellie. So Ellie said to the blind woman her name and asked her why her face was so messed up. So the blind woman then asked, "Why is my face messed up? What's wrong with it?" And at that point, the father then heard the conversation and snagged the blind woman out of the room and said, "Who were you talking to?" The blind woman then replied, "I was speaking to Ellie," and then the father laughed. Over the course of the next few months, the blind woman started speaking to over 13 ghosts. And each time she would speak, her father would get very, very upset at her for speaking to ghosts. So one day, the blind woman fell in the kitchen and had to call the paramedics. And once the paramedics arrived there, she asked, "Can my dad come with me to the hospital?" The paramedic then replied, "Your dad's been dead for 6 years."
The blind woman! Oh, heck no. Okay, that's creepy, man. I just got goosebumps. Girl, how have you been surviving all this time? Dang. Talking to yourself all the time? That's ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
What? No, I'm not. Can you imagine if you were talking to somebody, like you thought they were real, but then somebody tells you, "Oh, they've been dead for 6 years." I'm like, oh no.
Here's why you should never record yourself sleeping. So there was a woman who was a chronic sleep talker.
Dang.
One day at work, she was talking to her coworkers about dreams. A couple of the coworkers were telling their scariest dreams, and the woman replied, "I don't really dream, I'm just a sleep talker." So the other coworkers insisted that she record herself sleeping to see maybe if she says something during the night. So she downloads a voice recording app and puts it on her nightstand before she goes to sleep. For the next 2 months, she recorded some really cool stuff up until one night. As she was listening to herself sleep, she heard in the background the door slam. She had no idea why the door would slam because she lives alone. So she listened to the recording of the door slamming and she just went right back to sleep. And while she was sleeping, she woke up to another door being slammed. So she freaked out to go see which door opened because she maybe thought there was an intruder. But to her surprise, she found there was nobody else in the house. So since she's already freaking out, she went back to sleep to try and get some rest. And like every other single morning, she wakes up to listen to herself sleep. She's listening to the recording and she hears a man say, "Nice try," in a very faint voice. Like and follow for part 2.
What? No! Jeez, man. Okay, and that would be just super scary if you're asleep and then you record yourself and then you hear a voice saying, "Nice try." Like, what? Heck no, man. I'm gonna be sleeping tonight with the door locked and all the alarms on. Somebody whispering to you, "Nice try." I mean, man, bro, nice try with that haircut, man. We gotta do better than that. Come on.
One day, this random guy added me on Snapchat. I added him just because you really never know. It could be my soulmate or something.
No, it ain't.
Like, we're gonna call him motherfucking Larry. So right when I added Larry, he sent me a snap.
Oh, this is the best part. Just wait, sweetie.
So it was a photo of a wall with pictures of me, baby pictures of me, even a picture of my cat with like
That's it, Samantha Eve. Hey, Christmas Eve. I think somebody should check on this girl and make sure she's okay. I mean, we definitely know she ain't okay because she's drawing triangles under her eyelids.
This is why you should always keep pictures of your parents. A little girl named Olivia who lived a very quiet life decided to check her homework assignments that were posted online. The teacher posted that they needed to write down their favorite memory with their family as well as bring a photograph. Olivia then writes about how her and her mom play dolls every night in the basement before bed and that she has a lot of fun doing so. She finishes her paragraph and then looks in her dad's drawer for a photograph of mom. She only found pictures of her mom from high school but decided to use it anyway. Olivia goes to bed and wakes up the next morning. Once she arrives at school, the teacher then says, "Let's start presenting our project." Then the teacher called Olivia's name to present. Olivia then begins to read about how her and her mom play dolls every night and then pulls out the photograph. As soon as Olivia pulled out the photograph, her teacher's face goes numb. She then asks Olivia if she can take a closer look at the photograph. She then recognized her mom as one of her previous students. Then the teacher asks, "Where did you get this photo?" Olivia says, "My dad keeps them in his drawer." The teacher, shocked, sits down Olivia and pulls out an old newspaper. The newspaper headline, "Local high school teen murdered, boyfriend gone missing." The teacher then looks at Olivia and says, "Your mom has been dead for 14 years.
No, man, are you serious? Jeez, this is ridiculous. It's real ridiculous. How could this happen? So your dad is a murderer? Oh, Like a Jeffrey Dahmer or a Ted Bundy? Oh no. At that point, what do you do? Do you just like call the cops, like send your dad to jail? It's gonna be real awkward at the next family reunion. I was babysitting at 4 years old when I heard her start crying in the middle of the night, so I went to check on her. Just as I grabbed the door handle, I realized that the cries were being looped. Girl, you getting fired. So the baby was gone and the cries were just like on a little voice recorder being looped. Oh man, you screwed, girl. You ain't getting paid tonight. I'm sorry, girl, but you could kiss that $15 an hour goodbye. Girl, are you trying to dress up like a Smurf? What's going on here? She's trying to join the Blue Man Group or the Blue Woman Group.
As we were leaving, when we opened the door, his cat was on the front porch, gutted, with a note that said, "Always watching," written in something red and sticky. Immediately, we called the police. A report was made, my phone was finally taken into evidence, and the note was taken into evidence. They obviously let us keep the cat to bury it.
Ew.
And nothing was done. A few months later, I got my phone back, and they said that the numbers were fake and somebody was using a computer to change their location, and that there was nothing that they could do. In part 4, things will be very graphic and very violent.
Girl, what? Are you like goddess of the moon and the sun? I'm sorry, if this girl asked me out on a date, I'd probably say yes anyway. I'd just say yes.
So I might take a while to do it, so please be patient with me.
No, Faye Valentine, come on now, I ain't gonna. Girl, you better get that out of here. Monsters in every state, okay? What do we got? California? Dark Watchers? The faces of these so-called Dark Watchers have never been seen, and they never make a sound. What? Oh, witnesses describe dark silhouettes up to 15 feet tall, lurking against the twilight sky. Well, these 15 feet tall Dark Watchers need to go ahead and get my rebound. Are you kidding me? You guys need to be playing basketball. You could be taking out LeBron, Steph Curry, and all those basketball ballers. Next state, question mark? A state of depression. How about that? Yeah. Woo! That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And turn on those YouTube notifications, yeah man. And please check out the Get That Outta Here merch, the dang merch link in the description below. And hey, you guys be safe out there, don't go investigating, and you're gonna be okay. And I'ma see ya in the next one. Peace.